By popular demand, we are back inside the Penn State playbook. And in part one, we covered the gate, the normal Y-off, the normal Y-off week, and the wing trips. But in part two, I'm giving you guys the most broken Wildcat play in NCAA 26, and it's only in this playbook. We're also going to dive into the bunch wide, the bunch quads open, and the empty spread. 3 wide set that's going to have defenses guessing. And if you thought that Penn State was good in the first one, it's even better in this video here. So hit that sub, lock in. One more thing here before we get into the video. Again, appreciate all the support, everybody in here that's been leaving us comments, feedback on what they want to see. Without you guys, growing this channel wouldn't be possible. Let's continue to make this the fastest growing community in the game. And always like, comment, subscribe to the channel. So that way we can continue to bring the best content your way. Let's go. First formation we're going to take a look at here at part 2 of our Penn State playbook, bunch quads open. The best thing about this is I love the QB blast out of it. Reason being, I don't ever come out unless it's the goal line, like within the 5. But you obviously have your 4 to the right. But if you see anything like 4 to 5 people in the box, 4 linemen and 1 linebacker, I'm calling blast. And I'm going to get these free yards. Sometimes it's 2-3 yards. Sometimes it's 20 or 30, depending on the alignment. As you see here, depending on what the responsibilities are. Don't know if Drew Allers in a stiff arm linebacker can go for 30 yards for a touchdown, but we'll take it for the sake of the video. But again, you see these light boxes, and just Penn State's line just really gets up into the second level really good. They're already good, so they hold on their blocks. But then when you start only bringing 3 or 4 linemen in there, it just makes the formation that much better, especially when you run QB blast. So that's going to be QB blast. Let's take a look here. The other plays you want to set up, you have the RPO Q screen draw, really nice. But I like the halfback screen. Reason being, again, now you see how many people they have, 3, 5 guys committed over there. And the reason why I like it is we can either keep it with the quarterback or we can throw this backside slant. And, you know, if you guys got an ability to break a tackle or if you're able to juke, spin. Okay. But now, again, we're sitting here looking whatever they're going to give us. If they're not going to take away that screen, take the slant all day. If you get a good pass animation. Again, here we have the numbers. The next play we want to take a look at here. Bunch trail. This is the best passing play out of the formation. You guys will hear me preach this. Solo side receiver, if there's no help, I'm throwing the comeback route every time at the top of his break. I don't care if it's your superstar corner. It's there. It's always open. So we'll take a look here. Again, B, just like the screenplay, is if there's numbers and nobody plays down, we will throw it to B every time until they respect and they come play underneath it. Again, here, they leave it open. They kind of look like maybe been a corner blitz, something of that nature. But that B route is always there. So I'm no longer going to look at that. Again, I could just preach that all day long. Here again, solo, despite the pressure coming in, top of the route, comeback's going to win. Now, the best part is you have RB on this drag, which is going to be nice too as a check down. But A is going to be the guy on the angle route. He literally gets open, I want to say, against every single zone. Rarely see him covered. And you see right there, I just threw it actually high and above him, so it was kind of my fault there. But you're going to see here we'll take the drag. Next play here, they go zone. We're just going to show you A literally gets open, just a matter of you just throwing right there. Boom. They'll have to respect the drag because the drag comes across the side of the front of the formation first. Throw this one more time. Again, he's just open every single time. So you have your drag, you have your comeback, you have the smoke screen, and you have RB. Now we're going to look at all curl. This will be the final play. Only thing here I like to do, again, just put solo receiver on a comeback. Everything else can stay the same. Comeback, again, one-on-one, hit the top of the route. Smoke screen, we've talked about those, where those are effective. But now you see you got all these different curls. You can literally throw it on a break. You saw there, target another superstar. I don't know if that was the safety or the corner. There. Again, now we throw it against the other guy. They actually made a good play on breaking it up there. Here, man blitz. That one I threw a little bit early. They've been giving us a lot of man coverage here. See if we can get a zone look. Again, here, you have the smoke screen open. This guy, we're going to take it here 30 yards to the house off a crow route. Some kind of blitz. But the thing is, if they play any kind of man sometimes and they try to disguise it, is that these guys are so far away, it's going to make it really difficult for them to play. Now we hit Y. Again, just depending on what defense they come out in, every curl or one of the curls will be open for you to take advantage of. So that's going to be the bunch quads open. Very, very, very good. And probably the best formation actually in this playbook. Jumping in here to the empty spread, let's talk about the wide receiver mid-screen. These plays are so underrated in this year's game. Again, I think you just need to find ways to get these implemented in your offense. From the 5 wide set, not a big thing. They're anticipating it. But again, it is just super, super good for consistent yardage too. A defensive player is really going to have to be on top of their game to see this and recognize this right off jump. And then the one other thing here, I just did it myself right here. Don't throw it so quick. Sometimes if you throw it too early, it'll allow the defense to get off their block, shed, or pursue down. Kind of give it a second to develop here. That looked like it was going to hit the lineman's head. But you see, it's just been consistent. Outside of the one time I threw it early, it really, really gets open. So wide receiver mid-screen, not just in this empty spread. Make sure you guys are using this. It is super, super good. Take a look here at double pivot. Double pivot, you have the zigs on both sides. You have the RB coming underneath, kind of on this rounded out in route. Then you have the comeback from B. So I really love the comeback and the zig combination. It's one of my favorite route combinations in last year's game. Quick reads here. Again, you make your reads. Zig routes win against man, especially good tight ends that have really good short route running and they're going to get open. Take a look here at else. Now we got this little backside in route from the slot. Very, very good. See what else they're going to give us. Oh, now we run zig to the other side. So this is just really tough. I really like the right side of the field to beat man, but also to beat zone versus the left side. The zig can really just get into certain spots here against zone. You may have to hold it longer or just throw it really quick. Next play I want to take a look at here is stick and nod is always extremely good against double move. And again, the one thing I would say here, only adjustment I like making, come back from X, speed out route from Y. I'm going to show you exactly why. That slot corner does not play down and outside. Speed out route is just going to get to the sideline. You just steal free yards every time. I'm almost telling you right now, I'm snap throwing this to Y. I don't think that outside linebacker is going to be able to get over there. He's not. Free yards. So that is really nice. But again, that's kind of more the creative part of the play. And then you have the double move from the tight end and then the underneath return route. You see what's going to be open. Guy carries down the field a little bit with the tight end, allowing the return route to be wide open. And then we'll run, see here. Now you got this tight end here in this nice little spot off the double move. And the last play I want to touch off with this is motion halfback angle. Guy's going to come into the backfield here, kind of run like this little Texas route. So the only thing I'll do is I'll just put the comeback route on the X receiver again for consistency. And then you have the zig route. And here, and that's the reason why I like it. The guy actually played it really well, but I also had RB on this hitch just wide open. As we don't put the guy on the comeback on the left. Here I'm just going to hit this deep in route across the field. Let's take one more look at it here and really just kind of see. RB now, this is where he gets in this little pocket again. So every route on here is open. It's just finding the right things. Let the defense choose what are they going to defend, and we have counters to whatever they want to run. All right, we're going to jump into bunch strong wide, and actually not even myself, I did not realize actually how decent this was until coming in to make this part 2 video that was requested. And here, again, the first thing we're going to look at is this mid-screen. We're going to have to fix the camera here as I messed it up. But again, we talked about this in the last formation about the wide receiver mid-screen and just how good you guys need to implement that into being in there. Whoops, as we reverse the play. We'll run this here. Motion. People are not going to expect the motion mid-screen to happen. Boom. Take your yards. Like I said, super, super underrated. This play and this concept of this wide receiver mid-screen really needs to be in your playbook. And then the other thing I like about it is this out route. Again, when you see the single coverage, boom, throw it out there. And if you can make a guy miss, it could be big plays. It could be a house call. If not, you're just going to take some free, easy yards. The other thing here is you have a halfback cross screen. Those are actually really good. And actually, we're going to just show this real quick. The other thing I kind of like about it is B is here on the smoke screen too. So here's the smoke screen aspect of it. So you almost have like two screens in one that you can go to. Again, that's going to be a numbers thing. If I see 4 people to the right, I'm probably not going to look at it. I'm going to look at this cross screen to the left. And again, not very good spin stick there. But again, the cross screen, it's a screenplay. So go figure from the running back. But the reason why this is better than the regular slip screen is because the running back will actually kind of do his stutter with the pulling lineman. It sometimes actually kind of runs into them. So then there's going to be certain situations where this little X here will be open on the crosser. He wasn't there. But you see, look at these linemen just picking up blocks for us, getting a 22, 23-yard play off a screen pass. So again, take your reads here. Very, very good play, especially out of bunch strong. This particular wide bunch. Then the flip side, again, now you have RPO alert screen. So now you have this smoke screen here with numbers. And if there's numbers there and you don't like them, guess what? You run it. Penn State running back, Singleton, he's a dog. So we're going to take him to the touchdown here. Now we have numbers to the right. That's the only thing on occasion with the screen pass part of it is sometimes 85 will not pick up the guy he's supposed to block. But again, if you have your reads down and you see that they're playing it, all you do is you just don't throw it to him. But again, here Singleton doing what he does. Make sure you guys are incorporating this RPO alert screen. Then you have the cross screen. Then you have the mid screen. 3 screens in a bunch strong wide. I'm not sure that's even been done before, and definitely not been that crazy effective. So then let's actually get into this. The best pure passing play is dig return here. You can run this completely stock, as this is one of the best plays in the formation. Again, this zig route is going to be deep. Then you have this in route from RB. Again, we'll take a look here. Kind of throw it on his break here with a little bit of space, especially when they start keying in on the dig route, or I'm sorry, the zig route or the flat. Again, kind of throw it to him again, find his little opening, and that is really going to cook, man. It's going to find little spots in the zone, too. The one adjustment I will make, put X on a speed out route. You see this kind of coverage here. They back up. We're throwing the speed out route every time. So dig return is obviously, it's already a great stock play. Then you add in the speed out. It just becomes a whole thing. It's extremely hard to stop. Our very last play that we are going to take a look at here is clear out FLN. Again, speed out route from X. I like putting B here on an out route and stemming him up. Take a look here. Speed out. I mean, that's just disgusting. Going easy for an easy touchdown here. Don't expect that every time, but again, that's why it is out there for that. Again, we're going to place this here. You got this little out route again here. Take 5-6 yards, just because all 3 of those routes really push things up the field. And then there's going to be moments here where if they try and play a cover 2 look or anything like that, if that mid read does not drop back in the middle zone, Then A is just going to be open for a pass lead to the middle. And then there's going to be times where RB, if you got a speed route, here we hit a back shoulder throw by mistake. We're trying to throw a deep route here. The very last play out of this wing flex that we need to take a look at. I've been saving this, so if you guys have made it to the video, I appreciate it. RPL Power Halfback Swing. I'm assuming this is going to get patched. But if you guys check this out, RPL Power Swing, roll out. This play is so consistent at getting yards. Obviously, here we got a 30-yard touchdown, but just watch. We're going to run this a couple times in a row, and you're going to see is, okay, they go after the running back or the swing route, the pass option, however you want to identify it. And here we got 17 yards, and they just kind of focus here on the running back or the swing route only. That's probably the worst case scenario. What just happened? We'll run this a few more times, and you'll just see is we don't get negative yards. 5 yards has been the minimum that we have gotten. Here you see him kind of cut down on possibly the quarterback run, I guess, even though it's really running back here. But you notice they never come down to play, or it's committed to one or the other, and it's just you making the read here. Hit again, drop down, and 5 yards. But I mean, like, as often here, you guys, you want to see a goal line look. Doesn't matter. You got a speedy running back. This could be a house call at any given time here. Again, more compressed Steph inside. Runs the back of our lineman there, 5 yards. But this play is so freaking good. It's amazing here. I don't even want to show you guys this many clips, but it's just, look at this. Another 30-yard touchdown. Run it one more time here. They have everybody overloaded to the right. Nope. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Another touchdown. So make sure you guys are using this in this Wildcat formation. PAY screen. You get a legitimate quarterback throwing the ball, as you've seen in some of the other stuff with Wildcat. When you have a running back trying to throw it, they just aren't as good. So here, again, you see it. B's on this little thing. You get a little stiff arm here from a big man here on a corner, and then we stiff arm a second guy. And then, maybe there is little situations here. You get this little seam right here to throw the streak. But I really like it for the screen pass, but you do have those other options available to you. Most people probably aren't expecting a dual quarterback, but that's one of the cool things here, especially about this Wildcat trips tight end from Penn State. PA double post. Again, those are just longer routes, but I mean, you can hot route that and make something speed option. Again, you get the QB sweep and the QB zone, which, again, both really solid plays here. And then here's the zone. And you see is if you can hit that edge, Brinkmeyer is not as fast as Aller, but I mean, he's still got 29 yards just getting outside. And then the cool thing is you can peel this right up the middle. So, again, very, very good run here. And that's going to be a wrap on part 2 of this Penn State playbook breakdown. We gave you guys the best Wildcat play in the game. We gave you bunch quads open, empty spread, gate. We've given you everything in these 2-part breakdowns of this playbook. This playbook is going to give you every tool to spread them out, stress the defense, and take over this game. And if you guys are serious about mastering NCAA 26, make sure you sub to the channel. I'm going to be dropping full scheme brag. And if you're serious about mastering NCAA 26, make sure you sub to the channel. I'm going to be dropping full scheme breakdowns, deep dives, dynasty tips, gameplay tips all year long. Don't miss an upload, guys. Appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.